Hi FlossTube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. An extra welcome if you're new. I hope you're gonna like what I'm gonna show you today. Today I have a whip parade planned for you. So it's not one of my regular videos. I will show you my finishes for 2023. Then I will show you all of my whips and then talk a little bit about plans for 2024. And this year I am going to show you my whips in the order of which I start them. So the oldest first. I have my list here. But first I'm going to show you what I finished last year. So the first thing that just wait a minute. So I'm back. I forgot my board. Do you ever do that? I went down the basement to get the board. And while I was down there, I figured out I may as well check what we can have for lunch today. And then I forget the board. Do any of you ever do that? Oh my God. Okay. So the first thing that I finished was Hattie Hedgehog from Brooks Books Advent Animals. And she's so cute. Sadly, this is the only one I've stitched last year, so I'm hoping to stitch more of them this year. My second finished was a gift to my dad, and it looks like this. I stitched on it like crazy in the start of 2023 for his birthday. That was in the middle of January. So very happy with that finish. And then I finished a project for my son. And this is Link Silhouette. It's a pattern from Etsy. And the store is Choco Coco Stitch. I really loved stitching on this. I did change the colors here. It was supposed to be yellow all the way, but if you look at Link's shield, it's red down here. So I asked my son how he wanted it, and of course he wanted it the same way that Link has. I really need to frame this one so it can be up in his room. Okay, and my fourth finish was this cute little stitch. It's Shannon Christine, her Halloween club a couple of years ago, and I'm very happy that I finished it. Kind of debating with myself if this should be on my whip list because it's ornaments, but I still have some that I would like to stitch, so they will be on my whip list. Very cute, love it. And the last thing that I finished was, it felt so great to have this one finished, and it's Native American Maiden by Joan Elliott. Absolutely love her. I have been working on her for a very long time, many years, so it was about time that she got done. Very beautiful, very proud of her. So yeah, that was my finishes for 2023. And now I will show you my whips, what I will I will start in 2024. And I absolutely love the start of a new year. You know, all the plans, all the excitements, all the possibilities for what you can do. So we'll see. My first whip is from 2017, and it's an Heaven and Earth designs called Mini Sweet Shop. It will look like this finished. And now it looks like this. I haven't worked on this for a long time, and every time I do a whip parade, I haven't worked on this for several years, and every time I do a whip parade, I'm like, wow, I really need to stitch on this. It looks really great. Maybe 2023 is the year. 2024, I mean. Yeah. I just put them down there. Okay, my second whip is also from 2017, and it's a gold dimensions kit called Japanese Maiden. It will look like this finished. I did work on her at the start of 2023. And this is how far I've got. Beautiful colors. I love that it is this gold thread. It's very beautiful. I probably will say that about all my whips. Yeah. Okay, so my next whip is from 2018, and it's also Heaven and Earth Designs, and this one is called Hope, and it's by Melanie Dillon. Looks like this. And I didn't work on her either in 2023. This is a big one. I have finished one page. And I would really like to finish the second page. She looks so realistic. It's like a photo. I absolutely love her. I really like the idea of the full coverage pieces, these big ones, but stitching them, I have learned, is really not my thing. You stitch on them for hours and hours, and you can barely tell that you did stitch on it. Oh well. Okay, the next one is from 2019, and it's also gold dimensions kit. It's a stocking for my daughter, and it's called Sweet Dream Stocking. This one I started in 2018. Then I made a mistake, and I just put it away. But in last year I fixed the mistake, so now I can stitch away on it again. This is how far I've got. So I'm planning to stitch upwards and then down. My next whip is also from 2019, and it's a Darwin Jones design called Counting Sampler. I haven't done more progress on this one because I'm not really friends with the fabric that I chose for this one, and but I kind of like how it looks, so I'm sticking with it, and oh well, we'll see. Someday. It's very cute. I did stitch on this last year. I love the colors, so bright and colorful. Okay, so the next one was the last start for 2019, and it's a Mirabilia called Mermaids of the Deep. And it's stitched on a fabric by Pool Stitches called the Deep. And this is how far I've come. I did stitch on this last year as well. I don't know if you see it, but it's a lot of acrylic in here. I really like it on this fabric. Okay, so my next whip is Lizzie Kate, Les Small series. And I'm stitching it like this. And I was hoping to have this finished last year, but it didn't happen. My stitchy bag ran away, and yeah, it just didn't happen. This is how far I've got. Fear less, hope more, whine less, breathe more, talk less, say more. It will be here. And then I have one more of this to go, and it's done. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so the next one is a Teresa Wensler that I also started in 2020. And it's called Tapestry Cat. Will look like this. This is how far I got. This is roughly the halfway point. So it's actually smaller than I thought, but you kind of need to be in the right mood to stitch on this one. It's a lot of color blends and half stitches and quarter stitches, and yeah. Okay, so the next one is also start in 2020, and that is my advent animals. So I want to stitch, there are 25 of them, but here in Sweden we celebrate Christmas on the 24th, so I'm only going to stitch 24 of them, but I count it as a whip because yeah, I only stitched like 5, and I'm just going to show them to you. Katie Kitty, I don't remember the name of this one, but I love him. He's so cute. This Mary Mouse, I believe. So cute with her little ballerina shoes on. Duncan Duck, I believe the name of this one was. They are absolutely adorable. Then of course I had the hedgehog. Yeah, so hopefully more stitching on this one, on the Advent Animal series this year. Okay, so my next one is also a start in 2020. It's this design here, and it's from a Swedish company. And I can enjoy stitching on this one because it's stitched on a very large count fabric. This is a sapphire cut. Okay, so the next one is a new start in 2021, and it's Brooke's book, The Little Mermaid Sad. And I am on the first one. This fabric is I think it's a called for fabric. I think it is, and it's very stiff and it's huge. So I keep it in one of these, yeah, what do you call it? I got the tips from, I got the idea from Stitching Mommy. She does this with a lot of her whips. And this one I also stitch in hand because the fabric is so stiff and it's so large, so I can't have it in a Q-snap. But yeah. Okay, so the next one is a lavender and lace, Nantucket Rose, also start for 2021. don't think that I have stitched on this one since I started it, which is really sad. This is the tiny little start that I have. And I actually don't know which. Yeah, I'm stitching this on Dove Grey 32 count Belfast linen. I don't know which. I think it might be Zweigart, but I'm not sure. Okay, so the next one is The Evening City, also a start for 2021. And I think I started this for my birthday. It's an RTO kit and it looks like this. Sad I haven't stitched on this one either since I started it. This is what I've got. Yeah, and the next one is also start for 2021, and it was the Shannon Christine Halloween ornaments. And I have stitched 3 of them. And I have a couple of more that I would like to stitch. And I have the fabric and everything, so I think I might be able to squeeze another one in here. And those ones are stitched on a fabric that I have dyed myself. The next start was a start for my daughter. It's an Heaven and Earth design called Quick Stitch Rainbow Mermaid, and it will look like this when finished. And this is a fire plot on this one. Okay, and then we have a start for 2022, and it's all a lavender and lace pattern called Celtic Christmas. This is a fire plot. I really need to start working on this one again. Like I say about all my whips. Okay, and then we have also a new start for 2022, and it's called Sabrina. It's a Merophilia, and just a second. So I'm back, and she looks like this. Absolutely gorgeous. I remember that I have wanted to start her for so long, and when I started her in 2022, I didn't feel like stitching on her. It was really weird and very sad. I have been feeling lately that I would like to stitch on her, so that's a good thing. This is all I have done, sadly. I don't know if I have. It's a fabric flare, but fabric. Called, I don't know if it says it on here, Café au Lait. I really like the fabric flare fabrics. Very beautiful. Okay, so then also in 2022, my last start, very impulsive, because I got over a kit that I have been, was one of my unicorns, and it's a gold collection kit called Lost No More. So I just started it right away, and I have been working on this one a bit for 2023, and this is how far I got. So I've been working on the background, so I would get to this tree here, and I will start filling that one in, and I plan on working myself up and then away and back, down. Okay, so now we are at the starts I have had for 2023. So I started this one. It's a Darian Jones pattern. It was a free kit from a magazine, and it's called Pretty Little Mermaid. It's a bookmark, and this is all I've done. Planning on changing that because I don't bring it on trips that often, so I really would like to finish it. And then I saw Lindy Stitches and the Blue Flower were designing together, and they released Spring Forest Scrapbook, and I just fall in love with it. So I want to stitch it like this, and I have stitched the middle square. In spring I long to be among the trees, and this is stitched on one of the Swigard's printed fabric. Kind of look like a sky blue, like a sky, yeah. This will definitely be stitched on in the spring. Okay, so then last year they released a spin-off to Bridgerton called Queen Charlotte, and this to me looks like her. I will do a skin conversion. The plan was to stitch a lot on her, and sadly I've stitched so little that I don't even know which way is up or down. I remember being very tired Yeah, that's the start. And I was like, no, I will start her when they release the first episode here in Sweden. So that's what I stitched, but I did start her on the release date at least. This one has been on my mind a lot, that I want to stitch on her after I will just finish this. I will just finish Link. I will just finish Native American Maiden by Joan Elliott. I will just do this one, and then it didn't get stitched on. So we'll change that this year. Okay, so the next start was also very impulsive. It is The Greenhouse of Addies Sal by Lola Cross Stitch, I believe. And I wasn't going to start it. I wasn't. I told myself, no, you have enough whips. You don't need another one. And then I kept seeing other people's projects on this amazing greenhouse. And last year, I got my own greenhouse. So it was just, you know what? I'm going to start it. So I bought it. I had the colors, the fabric, I had the threads in my stash. I had everything. So this is how far I got on this. I have started on my first planting. And I'm looking forward to get back to this. I really love how she done the top of the greenhouse here with the crows, and yeah, how she popped the glass. I don't know how to say it, but I really like it. So I'm happy that I started it. And then the last start for last year was chosen by you. You got to vote. I had this book, Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon, and I couldn't decide. I had 3 different designs that I wanted to stitch, and the votes decided that I was going to stitch this one. All good things are wild and free. And I have been working on this pretty consistent, what do you call it, a lot. And I have been stitching it on a fabric from Pool Stitches called Rustic Rhubarb. And I think it was the fabric that made you vote for this pattern. And it looks amazing on it. I love how this is turning out. My daughter did claim this as soon as she saw it, and so I'm stitching this for her, which feels really good because the head pattern that she shows, Rainbow Mermaid, is going really, really slow. And her brother's stitch is already finished, so she will also have one soon. Yeah, very beautiful. And I'm stitching this with the CXC threads. And I really like how it's turning out. It looks really good, stitched up. Yeah. And that was the last one of my whips. So, for 2024, I have decided that I won't participate in WhipGo, or I haven't participated officially. I have done my own WhipGo board, inspired by Jessie Does Stuffs here on YouTube, and but I decided this year that I wouldn't do that. I want to focus on, right now in this moment, I feel like I want to focus on finishing some of my projects without without thinking that these numbers are drawn now, and I want to keep up, and then I need to stitch on this instead. I will just focus on what my heart desires at the moment, if we can say it like that, and it feels really good. So that's my plans. I do have a couple of new starts that I really want to start, and I have been stitching up this, sewing up this project bags, project keepers, and I really like the ones with 2 pockets that you can have 2 projects. So that's weird. It said that I couldn't record anymore. I will speed this up. So these project keepers will hold my focus pieces for this year. And I would love to start this stitch here. It's a book that I love. It's also a movie called Matilda. It's by Roald Dahl, and the pattern is in the world of cross stitching. And I don't see the numbers right now. Okay, I don't know which one, but this is the fabric that I've chosen. My eyes aren't the same anymore, so I will try to stitch some on Ada. This is some DMC fabric, really gorgeous. I think it will look lovely. I will stitch her with CXC threads. Okay. I also would like to pick up the Sunflower Diaries again, Joyful World Sale, and stitch February. These are free charts, and you can find them just by googling. And here is another project keeper that I have made, and in here are all the materials to start. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. I will write it right here. And a fabric that I have dyed myself. This is Royal Embroidery threads that I will try out and see how that works. Yeah, so I have some starts that I really would like to make, but I will just focus on finishing some stuff, finishing some stuff, maybe start something in between, and just enjoy my stitching. So that was all for me, and I hope that I will see you in my next update. Take care everyone, and Happy New Year! Bye!